1-800-997-8844 to get your Carefree dental card and member guide free.
OG&E Field at Devon Park is the venue for this exclusive coverage of Oklahoma City Spark softball on Yurview. It's Social Media Day and Party at the Park this afternoon as the Oklahoma City Spark close out their two-game weekend series against Team USA. Welcome to the booth. I'm Todd Miller. He is Ryan Booth. The Spark hoping to split the two-game series with Team USA. There were plenty of heroes last night, Ryan, one of which was the veteran Michelle Moultrie. Had a couple of hits, and as we'll see later in the package, had a terrific play out in right.
Yeah, Moultrie, 2 hits there, drops that one just inside fair territory, and then takes the second one right back up the middle, 2 for 4 with 2 singles. But biggest play from her really was this catch there out in right field. Run-saving catch actually ends the inning, keeps the score tied, and keeps the Spark right there in it for sure. So Moultrie doing it with the bat and the leather. And then Haley Lee takes this one deep, and I don't think it's playable as she sends it out over the fence in center field and ties the game at 2. Gets the Spark right back into it, the emphatic stomp there on home plate, and then celebrating with the fans. You love to see that, the little souvenir mini softballs up and into the crowd.
One of the big differences, though, for Team USA in the circle, the relief work of Rachel Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia comes in, pitches 3 strong innings, and Oklahoma City actually had two on with less than 2 outs in the 6th and 7th innings. Couldn't come up with the big hit to get back into it, and that's the way it ends, 4-2, Team USA.
Final game of a 2-game weekend set between the Spark and Team USA. It's Social Media Day and Party at the Park, and the starting lineups are coming up next here on Yurview.
This is you. You've written a book. Congratulations. You're a writer. But wait, to be a true author, you have to actually publish your book. So the next step is to find a publisher or agent that shouts it out to the world that you're a real author. This is where we come in. Discover Publishers will help you find the right publisher to edit, illustrate, print, sell, distribute, and promote your book. We will match your needs with our list of qualified publishers and agents to find the right fit. And the best part, it's completely free. We connect publishers with writers just like you. We put you in the driver's seat as publishers rush to your door to get your book in bookstores. Publishers have specific strengths. We know them and will find the right ones for you. Don't run all over town. Make publishing houses come to you. DiscoverPublishers.com gets you free access to the leading publishers in the industry. Fast.
Call for your free publisher kits at 800-335-2185 and find the right publisher for your book. That's 800-335-2185.
COVID-19 was tough on businesses. If you experienced a negative impact to your business during the pandemic, then you need to pay attention. There are some new powerful incentives that have been created specifically for businesses impacted by COVID-19. One such program is the Employee Retention Credit. This tax incentive could bring some serious cash back to your business. Even if you received a PPP loan in 2020 or 2021, you are still permitted to receive this credit. There are many ways to be eligible. Here are just a few examples that can qualify. Taking advantage of this tax credit doesn't need to be complicated. We make it easy for you by doing the legwork to maximize the amount of your refund due. The tax resolvers can set your business up to take full advantage of the Employee Retention Tax Credit. Contact us today and we will get the ball rolling on getting you and your business some much needed relief.
Call 833-LAW-1371.
Back here at Devon Park, OG&E Field, ready for the first pitch tonight. Team USA and the Oklahoma City Spark. There you see the USA lineup. McClenny is penciled in as a starter for the first time, along with Clifford and Bates. The latter two both appeared late in the 4-2 USA softball win last night. In the circle today for Oklahoma City is Keely Richard. She has not pitched since Friday night. Pitched a scoreless 7th inning against Great Britain. Allowed 1 hit to pick up the save. and she will be in the circle here to start the proceedings today against Team USA. Last night, 4-2. Oklahoma City out-hit Team USA 6-5, but a couple of errors did not help the Spark cause. Here we go. Haley McClinney, the center fielder, to lead off, and she takes away 1 ball, no strikes. It has been a dominating week for USA softball. They are 5-0 in competitions, including the 4-2 win here last night. McClinney, a left-hander. Keely Rochard is the right-hander in the pitch. She is away. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, a little bit of trouble there for Rochard finding the zone here early on. First 2 pitches have missed away. McClinney hasn't even really been challenged there in the box yet.
McClinney is a decorated graduate from the University of Alabama back in 2016. She has been playing internationally since 2013. The 2-0 pitch is a strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, Rochard brings that one in, catches the outside edge of the plate. So getting back on track now, just underway here.
Lee and Whaley are on the right side of the infield. Becker and Sherrill remain to the left side at short and third, respectively. Mala'ulu is in left, Boone in center field, and Moultrie, who had that great catch that we talked about at the open, is in right. Next pitch, a strike, and the count's even up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Riley Ludlam, you can see her behind the plate there. She has played first the last 2 nights, started the home opener against Great Britain here on Thursday. She is the battery mate of Keely Richard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, just underway in this early evening contest from the capital city. Day off tomorrow for Oklahoma City, and then Chattanooga comes in on Tuesday, Wednesday, and July 4th. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, McClinney stayed patient after seeing 2 balls and then 2 back-to-back strikes. Now has worked the count full there, Todd.
Last night, the Spark were the visitors. Today, it is Team USA that bats first. Richard's payoff pitch, a little low, and a walk to start the ball game. So walks have been a little bit problematic this season, Ryan, for Oklahoma City pitching. And they've walked several hitters in the first 3 games of this homestand, but by and large, pitching have been able to work around traffic on the base pass.
Yeah, yesterday's game against Team USA, so some unearned runners, some free passes there, put some on the base paths, and again gave Team USA an opportunity to score runs.
Here's Amanda Lorenz, utility player, starting out in left field for the 2nd straight game. Takes high, 1 ball, no strikes. Lorenz had one of the 5 Team USA hits last night. They did their damage in the 2nd and 3rd innings with single tallies, and then the 2-run double in the 5th inning by Warren ultimately provided the difference. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Called strike, and it evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. It's humid and it's mostly cloudy. Winds out of the east, southeast at about 9 miles per hour, and our game time temperature at 93 degrees.
Yeah, Lorenz 1 for 4 yesterday, but that 1 hit did drive in a run, the 1 RBI, and then 1 strikeout in her 4 plate appearances.
Richard facing his 2nd consecutive left-hander, and now time is called. Amber Flores is the head coach here at Oklahoma City. Her team 5-2 after the win or the loss last night. Team USA is headed up by Heather Tarr. We told you she is the University of Washington softball coach out in Seattle.
Yeah, I think time was called on that the pitch clock. You can see it out there. We can see it out there in left center field had not been running. And so I think the officials, yeah, there you get a good shot of the clock. Again, that pitch clock wasn't running, so everybody wanted to make sure they were on the same page. But it looks like we are back in business.
2 balls and a strike to left fielder Amanda Lorenz. And in comes the pitch. Fly ball into left. That's down for a base hit. And a good play by Mala'ulu to get over there and make a sliding stop and keep it from going to the wall. If that gets past her, it scores a run. As it is, it's a double for Amanda Lorenz, and they're in 2nd and 3rd for Hannah Flippin.
Yeah, Lorenz does a good job just driving that one out there towards left center. Great sliding play in the outfield to save the run, but still Lorenz now at 2nd, and McClinney moves over to 3rd. So scoring threat here already in the top of the first. No outs, 2 on for Team USA.
Anna Flippen came in, had at bat late last night as a reserve infielder. She was 1 for 2, had a couple of RBIs. Or correction, she did not have an official at bat. She walked. She takes here 1 ball, no strikes. So Richard has really put herself behind the 8 ball here with his first inning. Pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Comes back with that one right there. Wants to challenge Flippen. Just sometimes, Todd, you just need to see one go through the strike zone.
You're a former softball coach. Do you see anything mechanic-wise with Richard? She's been missing a lot outside and down.
No, sometimes, it's just you haven't pitched maybe in a while, or you had a little bit of a rough outing last time, and you're still just kind of trying to find your rhythm. And then, Todd, you're playing the top-ranked team in the world. There's already some pressure, and then you put that on top of it. Sometimes it just takes a little bit to get settled in. She's going to find her groove.
1-2. That one bounces to the plate. Nice stop by Riley Ledlam. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just if you have not been with us the entire weekend, Ludlam, along with Maddie Pinta, who pitched against Great Britain here earlier the week, both are special weekend roster additions, meaning that they are not long-term with the Spark team. Here's the 2-2. Belted down the line and left, and that's a fair ball. It's going to score 2, as it's going to roll all the way to the wall, and digging for second base is Hannah Flippen, and Team USA out to an early 2-0 advantage. So the walk and the double come home to roost.
Yeah, 2 RBI double right there. And again, just stays with that pitch, takes it out there into left field, and it just gets past him all the way down there into the corner. 2 runners score easy, and Flippen able to make it all the way to second. So here we are, no outs, top of the first, and the Spark looking at a 2-run deficit.
Here is Deja Mulipola, and already they are conferencing out there in the circle.
Yeah.
And it looks to me like there may be some activity starting to develop in the bullpen just beyond the left field corner for the Oklahoma City Spark. Keely Richard has really been up and down this year, Ryan. She pitched well at times and other times not so well against the Scenic City Classic back in Chattanooga, Tennessee last week.
Yeah, and that looks like that's maybe going to be it already for Richard here in the top of the first.
Let's take a pitching break. 2-0 Team USA. We're in the top of the first from Devon Park here on Yurview.
This year's OKC Spark roster includes former #1 draft pick Alex Storako. At Michigan, she set a program record with 22 strikeouts in a single game and was named Big Ten Pitcher of the Year.
Being drafted #1 overall by the Spark was something very surreal, and it lined up very well with, just the passion I have for this sport and growing it. The Oklahoma City Spark brings a lot of energy and unity, and it's so special being a part of that roster and team and that excitement.
After transferring to OU, she won the 2023 national title, capping an 18-0 season. She has racked up over 1,000 strikeouts and been a part of 24 shutout games in her college career.
I'm really looking forward to matching up with Team USA on Hall of Fame's field, just because it's something that is so honorable playing for our country, and so being on the same field as that roster is going to be super exciting.
Catch the Spark. Get your tickets now or watch live on Yurview and online.
There you see the new pitcher for Oklahoma City, number 99, Maddie Pinta. This weekend only, as you see, a special edition out of Auburn University by way of Chesapeake City. She's made 1 appearance this weekend, an inning and 2/3, allowed a walk and 3 strikeouts in the home opener here on Thursday, a 2-0 Spark victory over Great Britain.
So an early pitching change there, Todd. Richard, you asked me, was there something mechanically wrong? Maybe coaching staff did see something in Richard's delivery, maybe something they didn't like. She didn't feel comfortable, and so they go to the pen early in this one and bring in Pinta. Again, you think, still early on, but when you're playing a team like Team USA, who surrendered, I believe you and I were talking about it earlier, they've only given up 2 runs collectively in this series here against the Spark. You can't afford to get down by many early.
There was a look at the head coach, Amber Flores, and her lieutenant, the pitching coach, Jaden Wallace. First pitch here to Mulipola is downstairs, and it's no balls, one strike. So Maddie Pinta coming in against the #1 team in the world after thinking earlier the week she would not even be here in Oklahoma City this week. Called strike, no balls, 2 strikes.
Pinta, the same plan, it looks like right now, just really trying to work those edges, staying away from the Team USA hitters here early on in this at-bat.
Here's the 0-2, way outside with a breaking ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Again, another stop by Ludham.
Pinta faced 6 through 22 pitches and recording 5 outs, giving up a walk and 3 strikeouts, the 1-2. Rounded out to second and into center for a base hit that's going to score another run. Rounding third is Flippin, and she scores, and it's 3-0 Team USA.
So a single by Mulipola drives in at the 3rd run. Flippin had that 2-run RBI double. And there you can see Mulipola just, again, takes that one. It's low and away, but does just enough with it, sends it right back up the middle, and she's able to drive in the 3rd run of the game here in the top of the 1st for Team USA.
Here's Savannah Jaquish. Last night, Jaquish in the series opener was 1 for 2 with a home run that drove in a run. First pitch is ball 1. So the first 4 have reached for Team USA, and 3 of those 4 have scored. So big mountain to climb here early for the Spark. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes.
Much different start than yesterday's game. In scoreless through the first, I believe it was 4 innings. And then Team USA struck for 2. Spark was able to tie it up, but now the Spark find themselves in a deep hole.
2-0 pitch is taken for a strike. It hits off Ludlam's glove, but no advancement for the runner at first. Mulipola. At some point, we will see 4 members of the Spark that are playing internationally with this Team USA and Team USA elite teams. But it may be mid to late season. There goes the runner. The pitch was downstairs, and the throw from Ludlam not in time. So a stolen base, and Team USA is not messing around offensively here with this first inning.
Now, if you've watched Team USA softball for any length of time, you've seen this is what they like to do. So I'm sure somebody has it somewhere, Todd. I'm not smart enough to, I could probably try to Google it, but just you'd be interested to see the number of run rule games that Team USA has strung together.
Jaquish draws a walk, and they're first and second now for Janae Jefferson, the right fielder. Former University of Texas Longhorn last night, started at second base, was hit 4 late, was 0 for 3. There you see Heather Tarr visiting.
Yeah, another visit out there in the mound. And then Team USA going over what they want to do. Again, no outs here in the top of the first. 3 runs in for Team USA. And again, runners on first and second.
This weekend, USA softball with the under-18, the elite team 5-0, and have allowed 12 hits, 6 of them by the Spark. And there's a wild pitch to the backstop for ball number 1.
That one comes right off the backstop, gets all the way back to the catcher. But again, Team USA ready to go off and running as soon as they see that one get past.
1-0 pitch lifted foul and out of play over the third base dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 12 hits in 5 games, 6 belonging to the Spark last night in the 4-2 loss. And they have allowed just 2 runs in 5 games, and both of those were scored by the Spark. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball left field. Mulipola going back, Mala'ulu going back makes the catch, but tagging from third is Mulipola, and she will score, and it's 4-0.
So first out, but it does bring in another run. So the sac fly there for Team USA. Todd brings it up to 4-0. So, but sometimes it feels good to just get an out.
Jesse Warren, the third baseman, who had the big hit in the 5th, they need to break a 2-2 tie. Will come to the plate. I said it was a double. It was actually a triple, and it was one that was just out of the reach of Mala'ulu and just barely fair deep into left. So a walk, 2 doubles, a single, and a second walk against 2 Oklahoma City Spark pitchers, and Team USA has the Spark down 4-0. This is a good offensive club for Oklahoma City, but they have scuffled early in the season, Ryan, to score runs. You really cannot give up much else.
No, and when you're playing against a team of this caliber, I feel like a broken record just saying it over and over. You cannot make mistakes, whether it's just with one pitch or maybe a slight misplay in the outfield. You've got to hold your mistakes at an absolute minimum if you want to be able to try and stay in the game here against Team USA.
Maddie Penta appears to be having problems with perspiration. You could see Amber Flores coming out of the dugout and handing a towel to her. She was wiping her arm and then lifted the shield over her face and wiped the sweat off her forehead. Well, the temperatures are cooler, 92 degrees, than they have been during this homestand. The humidity is thick. You could cut it with a knife. Here's Jessie Warren, righty versus righty, takes downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. So the USA Elite, they're called the Eagles, will play a 3-game series in Japan later in the summer. This team will play for a gold medal in Italy. Fly ball, center field. There goes Boone to the wall and gone. Warren has driven in 2 more, and it's 6-0 Team USA.
She has a triple last night, a 2-run bomb here in the first inning to bring 2 more across the board, and you look up and it's already 6-0 Team USA with 1 out. So here we can see on the replay, yeah, she's just sitting dead red on that outside pitch, gets those arms full extension and just drives that to the deepest part of the ballpark.
Tiare Jennings, the first baseman, will be the batter. She started last night at short, but in some late game defensive switches moved to first base. So 6 runs on 4 hits for the United States. First pitch to Jennings is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So first Richard and now Penta really have struggled to get ahead in the count. That one's outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
And Jennings just standing in there, waiting on Penta to really just bring anything close. Penta's really got to kind of stand in there, and you know you're down 6 runs, but you've really got to challenge now because you've got to get outs.
2-0 inside, 3 balls and no strikes. And at this rate, Team USA is going to flip the lineup over here in this very first inning. 6-0, not the start we were hoping for. Here's the 3-0.
Yeah.
Anthony's for a strike.
Jennings batting 8th. The 9-hole hitter, Sis Bates, there on deck. So, and again, just the 1 out.
Sis Bates, a decorated graduate from the University of Washington, came in late last night. Scored a run, is a pinch hitter. That ball fouled out of play, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wind is as calm as it has been in any of the first 4 games of this home schedule. See the flags just gently blowing out there in center field. Team USA and the United States banners. Foul off by Jennings. Count holds, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Jessie Warren has really had the Sparks number. A triple and a home run, the 2-run home run, part of a 6-run first, and the U.S. is still not done.
Jennings at the plate, yeah, full counts, fouled off the last 2 pitches. You know, she's just kind of sitting in there, probably looking for anything close, but isn't going to chase anything bad.
Jennings was jammed, bloops it up the first baseline of a running catch that time by Penta in fair territory for route number 2.
Yeah, nice pitch there by Penta to get it in on the hands of Jennings. Jennings has got to go after it. It's close enough that she can't leave it in the umpire's hands, and Penta's able to get her with the easy pop out. So finally 2 away here.
Here's the shortstop, Sis Bates. Again, came in pinch run last night and scored a run ahead of the Warren triple late. Takes outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 6-0 Team USA. We are in the top of the first inning. Right-hander against left-hander. The pitch is low. 2 balls, no strikes. The Spark will see a familiar face in the bottom of the first inning of the circle. Team USA will go with Megan Faremo, who started last night, did not get the win in the 4-2 victory. 3-0 the count.
Yeah, Faremo pitched 3 1/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, struck out, and did give up the 1 home run. So where the 2 runs that the Sparks scored came from. But outside of that, she pitched pretty well.
3-0 pitch, looked at for a strike. Garcia, the second of 3 U.S. pitchers, got the win. We talked about her, the open 3 innings, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. Carter pitched 2/3 of an inning to get the save. Keilani Ricketts, the second of 2 pitchers for the Spark, went 2 1/3 and took the loss. Pop up down the line and left, that'll curl foul into the stands, and the count's 3-2.
So Penta looking to get out what has just been pretty much, Todd, I could probably just say the absolutely worst start the Spark could have here in the top of the first.
3-2, that hitter.
That
so
one
down
runs.
Goes Bates.
Yeah, that one just started inside and kept running inside, and Bates took that one right between the 9 and the 6. So good to see her up and able to hustle down to first. Now she's going to take a second and kind of walk that one off. So whether you're up 6-0 or you're down 6-0, those don't feel good anytime.
Bates finally making her way down to first. We'll get another look at it. That pitch, you're right, Ryan, just rode right into the rib cage of Sis Bates.
Yeah, just came out of the hand inside and just continued to run in there. And yeah, Bates tries to turn, wiggle out of the way, but can't do it. So she's on at first now after being hit by pitch and back to the top of the lineup.
Haley McClinney takes the first pitch for a strike away, 0-1. McClinney was in the background of that side view shot that we saw when Bates got hit in the ribs. You could see her go, ooh.
Yeah, she doesn't want that. So she's going to do it with her bat. She walked her first time up. That one looks like it catches the inside part of the plate. So again, Penta looking to get out of the top of the first here. So up in the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
Righty versus the lefty, and the pitch popped up. That'll get out of play off to our left. Not the crowd we had last night. Last night will probably be the largest crowd we have this season. I think I've been telling you that the Spark averaged last year 3,500. I wasn't quite correct. They averaged 3,000, and in doing so, sold over 80,000 tickets in their inaugural season. Ground ball to third. Cheryl gobbles it up across to first, and the inning is over. So Penta comes in, manages to get 3 outs, 6 cross the plate, and the big hit, Jesse Warren's 2-run home run to center field. It's all Team USA early. They lead 6-0.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Never underestimate the journey of a champion. Because most champions celebrated. Palomar Health. Champions of healthcare. Champions for you.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Here's the crowd taking in the long first half inning as their Spark trail Team USA 6-0. Batting lineup tonight, same names, kind of shuffled a little bit. Boone, Moultrie, Lee, Sherrill, Becker, Whaley, Ricketts, Ludlam, and Mala'ulu. Here we told you they will face a familiar foe in the circle, Megan Faramo. Oceanside, California, UCLA graduate. Started last night here and managed to get through 3 of the third. 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned with 4 strikeouts. And one of the keys, Ryan, was she did not walk a batter.
Yeah, the only real blemish was that two-run home run by Lee to get the Spark back in it and tie it at 2. But she pretty much just kind of worked both edges and then wanted to change speeds, kind of kept the Spark off balance for quite a while until they were able to tie it up with that home run. So here's Riley Boone to lead things off.
She was 0 for 4 last night on the season. Riley Boone hitting 8 for 22. Left-hander against Faramo. And the first pitch from Megan is a strike, 0-1. Defensively, Jennings is at first, Flippin at second, Sis Bates at short, Jesse Warren at third. Lorenz, McClinney, and Jefferson left to right around the outfield. Pop up and out of play, and the count's no balls, 2 strikes. Savannah Jaquish is the catcher, and again, Megan Faramo making the start.
Boone kind of chased that one up and away, finds herself now here in an 0-2 count.
Total domination by USA softball here at Devon Park at OGE Field all weekend long. Here's the 0-2. Rise ball upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nice eye there by Boone. Boone out of Owasso, Oklahoma, so she gets to stay close to home here, continue playing. Love seeing those Oklahoma kids get to follow their dreams and wind up playing here on the biggest stage.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. So she struck out once last night, something that she only did 22 times in her career at OU.
That's not something you see very often, and I believe it's, a little bit slows it down. Ball just kind of continues to ride off. Speed pitch there. Gets Riley. She's out in front of it. Can't hold up. First out of the inning.
Michelle Moultrie, special nod to player of the game last night. 2 hits. Jumps on that pitch and flies it into left. Lorenz 2 steps in, makes the catch. And there's quickly 2 down.
Yeah. First pitch swinging for Moultrie. Kind of.
The only 2 runs that USA softball has given up this weekend on this swing right here. Haley Lee was homered twice. She's already driven in 4 in her professional start. And there was a good look at the pitch that came off of the reliever, off of Faramo.
Yeah, that's kind of really what opened the door to maybe chase Faramo last night, just giving up those 2 runs on that one swing of the bat. And Todd, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's home runs on back-to-back nights.
It is. I thought the key that kind of loosened things up, though, last night came from Yvonne Whaley in the lower third of the lineup. Faramo had really cruised through the first couple of innings. 1 ball, 1 strike down to Haley Lee. And once she got that swing and the liner into left field, it kind of loosened things up. And eventually Haley Lee kicked the door in and tied the game at 2.
Yeah, sometimes you've just got to see that the team you're playing against, it says USA across their chest. And we hold them to an extremely high standard, but sometimes you just got to see that they're human too. What is it, like the old Rocky IV movie when Balboa's going against Ivan Drago and he cuts him and he says, yeah, he's just a man. He bleeds.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside quarter, and Faramo was an even 2-2. There are some former Olympians on this team, one of which is Michelle Moultrie, who played a little more than a decade of international softball with Team USA, starting back in 2012. 2-2. Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Down goes Lee, and that was not the inning that the Spark were hoping for.
No, Faramo right there just decided to go ahead and challenge Lee. Lee swings through it, and we go to the end of first. Down 6-0.
USA.
Hey,
Hey, airline travelers, let's say you have a problem and you need to change or cancel an existing airline reservation. What do? Well, Skywatch is a free service that can help anyone with any airline reservation fix it. Whether you want to cancel it, change your dates, or add passengers, we can help fix your airline reservations so you get exactly what you need. We've updated our computer database and now have access to every airline around the globe. So now you can make one phone call regardless of who booked your airline tickets, and we'll change it, cancel it, and fix it for you. We know the insider secrets to fixing reservations that the airlines don't want you to know about. So if you need to cancel, change, or modify an existing airline reservation, call Skywatch right now. It's a free call, so let us fix it for you.
Call 855-642-8506. That's 855-642-8506. 855-642-8506.
Somewhere, there's a kid with an idea. This kid is the future. And this idea, we're gonna like it. We just need to make sure this future we all want happens. That's why we're committed to helping bring affordable internet to all. Because our future is connected. Find out if you qualify for a $30 monthly credit through the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program.
The Oklahoma City Spark on Yurview is brought to you by Brahms. Summertime is ice cream time. Try an ice cream classic today, only at Brahms. USA, as we welcome you back inside Devon Park at OGE Field. I'm Todd Miller. He is Ryan Booth. Let's see if Alex Storako, who takes over the circle now, can do something that the first two pitchers have really been ineffective, and that is to slow down this USA lineup.
Yeah, Richard and Pinta, a tough first inning for both those young ladies, and now Storako out there. And Todd, as I take a look down the first baseline, it looks like Team USA, some activity down in their bullpen as well. It looks like Garcia, who came in and pitched last night, and then also number 3, Ali Carta.
2-0 the count to Amanda Lorenz.
There you can see Todd a little peek down there, just kind of getting in, getting loose. Won't take much to get warm here in this heat and humidity today.
Garcia the winner. Carta the save last night, the 4-2 victory. 3 balls and no strikes. So Storako following suit of the first 2 to toe the circle tonight for Oklahoma City, and that's falling behind repeatedly in the count. Down 3-0 the first batter she faces, and she walks Lorenz.
Yeah, 4 pitches, 4 balls, and a runner on. And Todd, sometimes it's just a case of maybe you're trying to be too perfect. You don't want to make a mistake, and sometimes you've just got to step in there and toe that rubber and just pitch.
Lorenz leads off the second with a walk, same way that 6th run inning in the first started with a walk, and the first pitch is a strike to Hannah Flippin. She drove in the first 2 runs of the game with a double back in the first. Hannah Flippin with her first hit against the Oklahoma City Spark. The 0-1 pitch downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Alex Storako last pitched here on Friday night against Great Britain. 2 innings, 1 hit with 3 strikeouts. She's already walked her first batter of the evening. Lorenz, the runner at first, the 1-1. Upstairs, 2 balls and a strike.
So again, looking at the possibility of putting yourself in an even tougher situation here. If Storako can't come back with a good pitch.
2-1. And there is a good pitch in the outside corner.
Does just that, catches that outside edge. It's maybe a situation where she just wants to look in and it's whatever she feels most comfortable throwing right now. What can you throw as a strike?
Storako takes a deep breath, now delivers the 2-2.
Got her
flipping, pops it up, and a nice catch by a fan on the first base side.
Great catch over there. So again, got her to chase on that one. So probably was ball 3, but Storako gets Flippin to chase, so evens count still stands at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, nobody out. Rise ball upstairs, 3-2. And this is a crucial pitch for Alex Storako and the Spark.
Yeah, Flippin stands in there again. A 2 RBI double in the first inning to get things going. The floodgates kind of opened.
The 3-2. And she walked her. That fastball didn't miss by much.
No, maybe just by the thickness of the stitches. That one off the outside edge right there. So and now 2 on, no away. And Molapola coming to the plate.
Deja singled in a run, stole a base, scored in that 6-run first. 2 on, nobody out in the second. And the pitch is high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. What USA Softball has fans here at Oklahoma City is something that everyone in the world knows, that this is the flagship program for softball in the world. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. They're well on their way to a 6-0 weekend. Great Britain went 0-4. The OKC local Stars went 0-2.
Great opportunity though for the Spark. You know, you get a situation like this, you can't pass it up. You get fans out in the ballpark. People get a chance to see the local team taking on the national team. You know, it's kind of one of those deals. It's a tough situation. Who do you root for? Because you don't want to root against Team USA, but yet you can't root against the home team as well. And I don't know.
Jaden Wallace, the pitching coach, is out there trying to settle down Storako. I can tell you how I think they've done it, and I brought this up on the broadcast last night. They're rooting for the Spark, but they're rooting for the Sooners on Team USA.
Well, yeah,
I mean, the loudest cheer of the night went, of course, to Jada Coleman.
Yeah, you throw that in there, and now you're kind of divided 3 ways, because there may be a couple people sitting out there in the crowd that maybe don't bleed the crimson and cream. They go, so maybe there's some people pulling maybe a little extra for Rachel Becker, the former Oklahoma State standout.
3-1 the count to Mulipola. And Storako brings it home, and it's fouled off. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, but either way, no matter how you look at it, you can't lose. Todd, we get to be here, get to watch top-notch softball, Team USA. Beautiful night at the ballpark, nothing better.
Team USA doesn't play a lot within the States, so it's a real treat to see them up close and personal. And there's ball 4. So 3 straight walks from Storako have loaded the bases for a very dangerous hitter in Jay Quish. There's a look at the ballpark. Pretty good crowd here on this Sunday night for a 5 o'clock first pitch. And they sold more than 80,000 tickets in their inaugural season a year ago to the Oklahoma City Spark. It looks a little different if you know what this ballpark looks like in late May, early June for the Women's College World Series. Strike to Jaquish, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, nice pitch there. Catches the upper inside part of the zone. That's a pitch that even for Jaquish, that's going to be hard to do anything with.
Savannah walked back in the first. Now is behind 0-2.
Again, comes back inside, just changes levels a little bit. So finally ahead in the count here.
Spark pitch, it has walked 5 and hit 1 batsman. 3 straight walks to open the second by Storako. That one is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Again, nice job there behind the plate by Ludlam to keep that one in front of her.
Savannah Jaquish takes a deep breath. Storako steps on the rubber. Now delivers the 1-2 offering. Change up. You got her looking.
Yeah, that's sat there and just kind of pounded her inside a couple times, then went away, and then so and here we can see just comes back with the off-speed pitch, and just the bottom kind of falls out of it. So right there, Jaquish, I think kind of just guessing maybe a little bit.
I think she was thinking fastball.
Yeah, she'd seen a couple inside and then outside, so nice job there by Storako to change levels, change location, and get Jaquish.
Janae Jefferson takes the first pitch for a strike, so Storako trying to settle in and keep this thing just a 6-run deficit of the second. Next pitch is hit into left field. That's just foul.
Again, just kind of took that pitch where it was thrown, tried to drive that one down the third base line, but just drifted foul on her. I think maybe kind of got away with one there, but again, you look now, so Storako ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
Jefferson is the only Team American player now that has not been on base at least one time in the first 2 games. She's 0 for 4. Storako misses away, and the advantage to Alex, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chattanooga comes in Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday afternoon, and it's the New York Rise next weekend. Here's the 1-2. Little popper into left, and that's down for a base hit, so she quickly ends that statement, and that's going to score 2 runs.
Yeah, 2 come across on that little, I mean, again, nothing negative here on that, but again, almost just kind of like an excuse me, like, nope, do I want to? Yeah, and just kind of throw the bat out there. And again, it's just a case of Team USA putting the ball in play and putting the pressure on the Spark.
So Jefferson heard me say, it ends my thought, that she'd been the only American that had not reached base at least one time in 2 games. Here's Jessie Warren, who's driven home 4 in the 2 games. 8-0 Team USA. First pitch, a strike at the letters, 0-1. So 2 of the 3 walks by Storako have come back to roost here in the 2nd inning. Already 4 of the 5 walks have scored runs for Team USA. We're only in the 2nd, 8-0.
Yeah, cannot afford to give free passes.
Downstairs, Ludlam a nice backhanded stop. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The old adage of leadoff walks definitely come back to cost you, and then when you compound that with back-to-back walks, you just put yourself in an even more difficult situation.
1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch lined into left field for a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the fence. 2 runs are going to score. And heading for second base with a double is Jessie Warren, who continues to bedevil the Oklahoma City Spark. It is 10-0 USA.
4 RBIs on the day already for Warren. The 2-run home run, and now here you can see, again, just stays with it, reaches out, gets good bat on ball, drives that one through the gap all the way to the wall. And 2 more runs come across the plate, and Warren standing out there on second in scoring position herself.
Now all 5 walks have come back to score against the Spark, and that looks like it's it for Storako. We're going to have Keilani Ricketts come into the ball game. We'll be back right after this. Ricketts trying to slow down the Team USA Express. It's 10-0.
This year's OKC Spark roster includes OU Sooner alum and legendary slugger Jocelyn Alo. Born in Hauula, Hawaii, she led her high school softball team to 3 state championships before starting her college career at OU.
I just want to continue to break down glass ceilings for this sport. There's just so much more growth to be done in the professional realm, and I feel like OKC Spark is doing a great job of that in wanting to grow the game and really wanting to make it a career for these ladies and these women.
Alo is the NCAA all-time home run leader with 122 homers. She's also the NCAA leader in slugging percentage with an incredible .987. She's also a 2-time Women's College World Series champ.
I have one little piece of advice for little girls out there watching and little girls dreaming to play in the professional realm. Make sure that your grades are good, because you will not get on the field unless you have the grades. So you make sure that you take care of your grades first.
Catch the Spark. Get your tickets now or watch live on Yurview and online.
There's a look at the 4th Oklahoma City Spark pitcher of the ballgame. Left-hander Keilani Ricketts in for a 3rd consecutive ballgame. And I love the video board. It said, Pika's mom has got it going on. Picture of Keilani holding her daughter Pika. And let's hope she indeed, Ryan, does have it going on.
Yeah, it's... Again, I've said it once, and I'll unfortunately have to say it again, just not the start that you want or really can ever afford to have against a team like this when you're playing Team USA. So hopefully Ricketts will come in, she'll settle the ship, get things right, and get the Spark back to the bats.
I need to apologize to Janae Jefferson. Tiare Jennings is the other American batter that has been in both games and not reached. She is 0 for 4, went 0 for 3 last night, and then popped out in fair territory to the pitcher, Keely Richard, back in the the 2nd pitcher of the ball game. And a swing and a miss for a strike, and it is 0-1.
Well, we know what happened last time. You said they got on base. So it's the old announcer's jinx. But Ricketts, good first pitch there gets a strike under her belt, and she's off and going.
Ricketts then hits Tiare Jennings.
Again, that one just gets away from her, runs inside.
Richard started, Penta followed, then it was Starocco. She didn't have it. And now here is Keelani Ricketts, who hits the second batter for the Spark, and that one
you can see
hurts. That one got her in the rib cage.
Jennings looked like she was coiling up, like had made her mind up she was going to swing regardless, and then that one just comes inside and gets her. Now Ricketts comes back there, nice pitch, catches the outside edge.
Here's Sis Bates, down to the count 0-1. She was an All-American for Team USA head coach Heather Tarr at Washington.
Bates didn't like seeing that, seeing Jennings hit by pitch. She was hit by pitch her last time up, and there fouls that one off.
No balls, 2 strikes. Bates is the 8th United States batter here with the second inning. This is a complete reversal of the matchup that we saw last night. Well pitched, tight game, decided with a 2-run triple in the 5th inning. Little tapper foul behind home plate, so Bates fights off the first 0-2 pitch.
Another 0-2 count for Spark pitching, and they've had that a few times here in this inning, but have not really been able to take advantage of it. Team USA patient at the plate, worked themselves back into some counts, and then put the ball in play, and good things happen.
Keelani Ricketts looking like she's having trouble getting the sides from Ludlam. Now the pitch. Another tapper foul, this time on the first base side. So Sis Bates showing you why she is such a good contact hitter. Social Media Day and Party at the Park.
Yeah, I want to remind our fans, Todd, here on Yurview, if you don't already, make sure and head on over to X or
and a foul ball.
Yeah, called foul. So X or Twitter, whichever you still want to call it. Make sure and follow at OKC Spark. They're on Twitter. Make sure and follow your Spark. Keep up with all the news and notes that is Oklahoma City Spark softball.
Well, it's been a party at the park. Unfortunately, it's been a party for Team USA if you're rooting for Oklahoma City. Bates has now fouled off 3 consecutive Keelani Ricketts 0-2 offerings. Here's the other one. That one misses wide outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Team USA was 6 of the first, sent 10 to the plate. They've scored 4 times here in the second. Bates is the 8th American to face 2 pitchers. Ricketts steals and a little slow roller up the first baseline, and that's trouble and no play for Haley Lee.
Yeah, just a tough angle on it for Lee. She picks it up, turns and looks, and Bates running right where she needs to run. Again, you don't want to force that throw, and then you accidentally, there you see, yeah, just that one just kind of drives right down into the ground, and you don't want to force that throw. Maybe you make a bad throw, it goes into the outfield, and you surrender a run or 2 that you can't afford to give up. So again, now 1 out and bases loaded. And another high leverage situation here for your Oklahoma City Spark.
Whaley did a good job to get over there quickly, but Lee made the right decision is not to try to force anything and throw the ball down the right field line and allow at least 2 more runs to score. So here's Haley McClinney making her starting debut this weekend. Walked in the first and also grounded out to end that first inning. 9th batter for Team USA, and she lines that one into the left field corner and foul for a strike. I don't think anybody, you, me, the fans, the coaches, the players, saw this one coming. 10-0 Team USA, and still nobody out in the second.
Yeah, I think you'd maybe even have to put some truth serum into some of those Team USA players. They maybe were the only ones that felt like, you know, maybe something like this could happen, but they're definitely not going to come right out and say that.
1 ball, 1 strike. There is 1 out. That was a strikeout of Savannah Jaquish on a called. Here's the 1-1. Hit into center or out to second and caught by Whaley.
Yeah, that one I kind of thought the same thing, Todd, off the bat. That looked like that was going to carry, and then it just kind of got up there and died, and Whaley was able to make an easy play on it for the second out of the inning.
So Ricketts, for the most part, in two previous appearances this weekend, have done a good job in working around base traffic. She needs one more out to force Team USA to strand 3. Here's the first pitch to Lorenz, a strike away, 0-1 the count.
Nice pitch. Yeah, that's a tough one to see from our camera angle there, but looking up top, that pitch started out, it looked like it was going to be inside, and then that ball just breaks hard, catches that front corner of the plate. So nice pitch by Ricketts.
0-1 pitch, lifted foul and out of play off to our left. No balls, 2 strikes. 3 hits for Team USA here in the second. Really only one of those has been well struck. And why not? Jesse Warren split the gap between left and center, rolled it to the fence, drive it in 2. Other than that, Jefferson with a little looping single into left to the infield hit by Sis Bates.
Ricketts looking to get out of the inning. Ahead in the count, 0-2.
And a called third strike.
Yeah. So
look, tie it away. Lorenz didn't care for the call either, but at this juncture, we'll take it. 4 more across the plate for Team USA. We go to the bottom of the inning, 10-0 USA.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
Hi everyone. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, we have legal professionals standing by to let you know how much your case is potentially worth. I'm here with TV personality and spokesman Tom Mustin. So Tom, tell the viewers at home who should call right now.
Well, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You'll speak with a live person and find out how much your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. You heard it. Take advantage of this opportunity. Call now.
Todd Miller, Ryan Booth with you here in this early Sunday evening hour. 10-0 Team USA. 10 batters in the first, scored 6. They sent 10 to the plate in the second and scored 4. And one of the big stories of this game, Ryan, has been the walks. We told you earlier, 5 free passes by Spark pitching, and all 5 have scored.
Yeah, you cannot afford to give free passes. So just, sometimes as a pitcher, maybe you feel the pressure like you've got to do it all, but you got to remember there's 8 other girls out there with you, and sometimes just let them put the ball in play. Let your defense go to work. They've got your back out there. So, but yeah, you brought it up. 20 batters so far for Team USA through 2 innings. Oklahoma City now, the cleanup hitter, Sydney. So Sydney Shrell will come to the plate. So only the 4th batter for Oklahoma City here in today's game.
Ali Carta is the new pitcher for the United States. Faremo went 1 inning, struck out 2. Ali Carta last night pitched to 2 batters, retired both, 1 by strikeout. Ali Carta from UCLA. We mentioned last night on the telecast that she is very successful internationally.
Sydney 1 for 3 last night, and then she did draw a walk.
Takes a strike, is behind 0-1. So Team USA and their pitching staff just continues to pound the strike zone. Sydney Sherrill waits and deals, and the pitch lifted into left field. It's twisting foul and just out of the reach of Jesse Warren, the third baseman.
Chased that one and got underneath it just a little bit. Unfortunately for the Spark, that one just tailed off. And nobody from Team USA able to track it down. So she'll live to fight another pitch here, but is down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Cheryl, then Becker and Whaley here in the second inning for the Spark. 10-0 Team USA. In comes Carter's pitch. Rise ball upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wherever you may be watching, however you may be accessing our broadcast and or listening to it, we are glad to have you along for Oklahoma City Spark softball this weekend here from Devon Park. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Scoots it to the plate. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cheryl's hit last night was a double, so she's got power. And really for Oklahoma City, that's what you need right now. You need base runners.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Right-hander Carter, left-handed hitter Cheryl. Allie rocks and fires, and the pitch is tapped foul on the first base side, and not by much. Sydney Cheryl on the season is 5 for 20. Went 1 for 3 last night. She now has 32 career hits with Oklahoma City, and this her 43rd game with the Spark. Here's Carter's 2-2. At her reaching, rolls it to first, backhanded by Jennings, and she will not win the foot race.
There you go.
Cheryl beat it out for an infield single despite the best effort of Tiare diving, trying to touch the bag first.
Yeah, you can see Jennings goes after it, but so does the second baseman there for Team USA, Hannah Flippin. So both going after it, nobody there to cover first base. And Oklahoma City with their first base runner of the game.
First time they've had a base runner in 3 at-bats against Carta in 2 nights. Here's Rachel Becker, who ended a 1 for 20 slump with a single to left last night. Former Cowgirl of Oklahoma State awaits the pitch from Carta and jumps on it and fouls it out of play. It's no balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, good to see Becker get that hit late in the game. She's been hitting the ball hard. It's just one of those cases where she's just been driving it right at people, and sometimes you get that first one to go and you remember what it feels like, and good things start to happen afterwards.
In comes Carter's 0-1 pitch. Runner at first base run of the game for the Spark. Becker flies that one out into left, but moving to her left near foul territory is Lorenz for out number 1. Last night they had a autograph party in one of the auxiliary fields with Team USA after their 4-2 win over the Spark. Tonight, they will have an autograph party for fans with the Oklahoma City Spark. One of the great things about this franchise is they really allow their fans to get up and close and personal with the players. Yvonne Whaley had a 2-hit game last night. She was our Thunderbird Casino player of the game, alternate, should I say. And the first pitch is a strike away, 1 ball, no strikes. She actually was our player of the game. Michelle Moultrie was the alternate consideration after 2 hits, and also had that spectacular play out in right. Yvonne Whaley, the second baseman, ahead 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the second, fastball away, 2-0 the count.
So Cheryl on at first, Whaley at the plate.
There's a good look at Sydney Cheryl.
Hustling down the line, did not give up on the play. Sometimes when you find yourself down 10-0, you're going to dig a little deeper, find that little bit of extra effort to try to make some good things happen for your team.
Carter misses wide, 3 balls and no strikes. Told you earlier in the week that Yvonne Whaley is out of Pittsburgh, was the 6th round draft pick, 21st overall by Oklahoma City last year. First drafted Panther since 2018.
So Whaley there after falling behind 0-2 now has worked the count back to 2-2. So she's being patient at the plate. Again, you don't want to go after just anything that's close. You want to find something that you know you can handle.
She did that very well last night. The 2-2. Rise ball upstairs, so the count's full. Yvonne Whaley is from Houston, the Houston area. Her junior season at high school at Frank Dobie High School, she set a single season school record by batting .651. Here's the payoff pitch from Carta. Hit well into center field, and in comes McClenny to make a sliding catch, and then throws back to first as Sherrill gets back. That ball was sinking, and let's take another look at McClenny, who made a terrific play, but it all started, Ryan, with the read.
Yeah, McClenny, first step in, or really first step just reads, and then she comes in and, yeah, just makes a great sliding catch. And kind of that little pop slide to come up and make a great throw back over to first to almost double them up, but able to get back. So 2 away, still runner over at first.
Here's Keelani Ricketts. First pitch is low, 1 ball, no strikes. Ricketts last year with the Spark was valuable in the circle, but she hit 300 with 7 RBIs and 3 doubles. That 300 batted average was tops for Oklahoma City a year ago. Here's the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. The Spark got a leadoff infield hit by Sydney Sherrill, and she's still at first now with 2 outs. Becker a fly ball to left. Whaley a nice play to center made by McClenny. Fastball away, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Keelani Ricketts.
Yeah, Ricketts had that look. She looked like she thought about it for a second, but again, that one on the outside edge there. Really want to find something that she can extend those arms and drive the softball.
Check swings and rolls that one foul, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ricketts is a former international player with Team USA. She's had 2 different stints. And she made 2 different stints played overseas in Japan professionally. 5 years from 2013 through 2018, and then again for 2 more years, 2020 to 2021. Swing and a miss.
Chases that rise ball, and that will do it as the Spark leave 1 on, and they are down 10-0 at the end of 2.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
The Oklahoma City Spark on Yurview is brought to you by Brahms. Summertime is ice cream time. Try an ice cream classic today, only at Brahms. There's a young fan enjoying some snacks, and right on cue, look at this, Brahms.
There you go. First stop on the way home after we get out of here this evening, Todd?
It is an Oklahoma stop sign. Yeah. I agree with you. Let's go. At this rate, we may be there very early. Run rule is 10 after 4.
Yeah, I got a number of friends that have moved on, left Oklahoma, and they say that one of the biggest things that they miss about not living in this area anymore is Brahms.
Unbelievable.
I'm like, why would you leave then?
I think I saw a statistic about them the other day that their headquarters are in Tuttle. Most of their stores are within 300 miles of Tuttle.
Yeah, they say that's something about to keep everything fresh.
Hannah Flippin takes a strike from Ricketts to open up the top of the 3rd. Team USA leading 10-0. #1 ranked softball team in the world showing why today. Fly ball out into left field. That ball is carrying, and it is gone. Just missing the pitch clock out there. And Hannah Flippin has a 3 RBI, 2 extra base hit game. And it is 11-0.
Yeah, here you'll see Flippin. This one just comes in, just again able to stay patient at the plate. And anytime you can extend those arms and really step into it and drive through the ball, Hannah Flippin, she's gonna do some damage. So a solo home run, and then again, yeah, the 2 RBI double. I'd say all the way back in the first, but it's only the 3rd inning. So a 3 RBI day. She's been on base all 3 times today.
Team USA has 8 hits, 5 for extra bases. That's their 2nd home run of the contest. Here is Molly Pola, who has singled in a run and walked, pops this one out, and out goes the second baseman, Yvonne Whaley, to make the catch for out number 1.
Nice job there by Whaley just to track that one. She's made a couple good plays over there today on those balls that, you know, that split second right off the bat, you've got to get a good read on it. And she's done that today and made a couple easy outs. And again, it's nice to see an out on the board without anybody on base for the Spark.
Here's Jaquish, who takes low, 1 ball, no strikes. Savannah's walk scored and was called in on a 3rd strike. No softball tomorrow. We're back at it here on the airways Tuesday night at 7. The Chattanooga Steam and Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City already owns a victory over Chattanooga, 8-4, come from behind victory last weekend in Tennessee.
Ricketts again, kind of been the go-to for Spark pitching today, just kind of trying to nibble those edges.
The 2-0 from the left-hander is lined right at first. Off the hop, Lee has it and takes a step to the bag, and there's 2 away.
And that's it right there. Again, that outside pitch there on, yeah, just on the outside edge and kind of reaching for it. There was Jaquish, and grounds out to the first baseman. So two quick outs.
Here's Janae Jefferson, who takes a strike away, 0-1 the count. Ricketts loves to work the outer part of the plate, especially the left-handers. Elani Ricketts has struck out 1, has allowed a run. 4th pitcher of the day, and there's a liner into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, just took that one where it came from, drove it right back up the middle, did Jefferson, and so she's on for the 2nd time today. So a good look at it here coming up. Again, as she just keeps that head in, puts bat on ball and drives it right back up, and she's standing over there at first again. A sac fly in the first, and then that 2 RBI single in the second.
If memory serves right, I think she played for the Texas Smoke last year. First pitch is a strike of the outside quarter, Jesse Warren. We're talking about Janae Jefferson, who played in Austin for the University of Texas.
Yeah, Warren at the plate. She's accounted for 3 runs. Or make that 4 runs, I guess. A 2-run home run in the first, and then a 2 RBI double in the second. So she's accounted for 4 of the 11 that Team USA's put on the board today.
Here's the 0-2. Downstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. She's driven in 6 now of the team's 15 runs on the weekend. Ricketts trying to make as quick a work as possible with this Team USA lineup. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
Yeah, 2 quick outs, and then Jefferson gets on. Tiare Jennings on deck.
Here's the 2-2. Little tapper, and that's foul. Glove by Riley Ledlum. If this score does not change, meaning if the Spark cannot get some offense generated, they're down to their final 6 outs. The run rule 10 after 4. 2 balls, 2 strikes to third baseman Jesse Warren. And the pitch. And guess what? A base hit into left field. Served it up, though, and went right over the shortstop Becker's head. And so 3 hits here in the inning. That is now 10 for Team USA to go along with their 11 runs.
Yeah, there you can see she stays with it, takes that outside pitch, and just shoots it through the gap. Becker's not able to get over to it. So quickly, the Spark get it back in, but now runners on first and second, so runner in scoring position. And Team USA threatening again here with 2 outs.
Here's Tiare Jennings. She is 0 for 1, was hit by a pitcher last time up, and takes a strike from Keelani Ricketts, 0-1. Tiare obviously knows Keelani very well. Did not play together at Oklahoma, but Ricketts is a legend in Patty Gasso's program. Strike on the outside corner, no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Ricketts, again, like you mentioned earlier, wants to work the edges, keep the ball away, see if she can get Jennings to chase her pitch. And there she works it back inside. Bottom falls out from underneath it. Jennings swings over the top, and that's the end of the inning.
Team USA gets 3 hits. They tack a run on. Bottom of 3, 11-0 USA.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental Card, and for just $15.95 a month, you can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental Card free. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental.
Call 1-800-997-8844 to get your Carefree Dental Card and member guide free.
11-0 Team USA, bottom of the 3rd. As we told you earlier, our next home game coming up on Tuesday, July 2nd, 7 o'clock. Gates will open at 6 before the first pitch against the Chattanooga Steam. Post-game, kids run the bases. It's also Superhero Night. July 2nd, 7 o'clock against Chattanooga. Buy tickets at OKCSpark.com. Todd Miller, Ryan Booth with you here. Bottom of the 3rd, 11-0. 11 runs, 10 hits for Team USA. No runs, 1 hit, and the only hit today, an infield single by Sydney Sherrill to lead off the 2nd.
Todd, Superhero Night. I'll be very interested to see your costume.
I'm going to come as myself.
They say most kids wear Superman pajamas. Apparently, Superman wears Todd Miller pajamas.
That's That's awesome. Maybe I'll dress as Moxie, the new mascot for Team or for Oklahoma City.
Mascot gig one time for the old Oklahoma City Redhawks.
Oh, my gosh.
It did not go very well.
Leading off is Riley Ledlum against Allie Carta, and she hits that pitch down the left field line and just foul.
Just outside the line there. And giving good chase, the left fielder, Amanda Lorenz, giving chase after that one. But again, you see that one tailing off just outside the line and just past the outstretched arms of Lorenz out there in left field.
Had that ball grazed her glove, it would have been a fair ball because she was in fair territory.
Yeah, we saw that in yesterday's game.
We did. That was the 2-run triple by Jesse Warren. The 0-1 pitch. Called a strike, 0-2. Allie Carta is really, really good, and that shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody.
Anybody that wears that USA across their chest and plays for this team, you've got to be really just almost on a different level.
0-2 pitch popped up near home plate. Jaquish, the catcher, makes the catch. And that is out number 1.
Jaquish gets up quick, sheds the mask, and then just settles right underneath it. And that catcher's mitt, that's not an easy play to make. So she makes it look easy.
She does, and she's having some fun grinning from ear to ear after she made that catch. And
I think home plate umpire offered her both masks, and she decided to put hers back on.
Here's Mala'ulu, who takes a strike from Carta. 0-1 the count. So Team USA has faced just 1 over the minimum through 2 innings. They have retired 7 of the first 8 Spark hitters. The pitch, little high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, combined 1 hitter on the day so far for Team USA. The Spark just really struggling to find some rhythm there at the plate.
1-1 the count. Carta deals to Mala'ulu. And a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This team will play for gold in an international competition in Italy later this year. The USA Elite team, who went 2-0 with wins over Great Britain, will play 3 games in Japan. And a called 3rd strike.
Yeah, that's one of those with 2 strikes. You've got to kind of extend 2 strikes on you. You've got to kind of extend your strike zone a little bit, because typically the umpires do. That's a good call right there on the outside edge. But Mala'ulu unable to pull the trigger on that one. So second out brings Riley Boone back to the plate.
2 strikeouts for Carta and 4 for Team USA in little less than 3 innings. And a fastball catches the outside quarter. 0-1 the count. Riley Boone struck out for the 2nd time in as many games with Team USA pitching, back to open the contest in the 1st. Carta deals.
So we found Riley Boone's kryptonite. It's Team USA. Those are about the only people that have been able to get her to go down swinging.
Over 350 at bats as a collegiate athlete, and she only struck out 22 times.
Yeah, that's one of those where you almost, if you didn't see it,
you're right.
It'd be hard to believe, but no, it's true.
1-2 as the pitch was called at the knees. Riley Boone, you can see her, she didn't really care for that. She's grinning.
I think she thought that was inside, and Riley, I think I'll agree with you.
Ali Carta brings home the 1-2, and Boone pops it up on the infield, and Carta collides with the second baseman Flippin, but holds on to make the catch.
Yeah, Carta and Jefferson get tangled up, but she's able to stay with it. And Boone not pleased with that at bat, but unfortunately it's still 11-0 Team USA.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental Card, and for just $15.95 a month, you can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
We used to pay full price at the dentist. Boy, was that dumb. We just saved $705.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental Card free. We'll send your card and complete details at no cost and no obligation today. Unlike other dental plans, there's no activation fee with Carefree Dental, so call now to get your card at no cost today. Call during this TV offer, and we'll also include free vision benefits and free prescription drug benefits too. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental. Call now.
Call 1-800-997-8844 to get your Carefree Dental Card and member guide free. Call 1-800-997-8844.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental Card, and for just $15.95 a month, you can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental Card free. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental.
Call 1-800-997-8844 to get your Carefree dental card and member guide free.
Janae Jefferson was at second base, and she was the one that collided with Carta, who held on to make the catch for the third out. Flippin has moved to third, Jefferson to second. Brady's into the ball game, taking over for Warren in left, and Carta, of course, in the circle. Now Brady has moved to right field in the bottom of the fourth inning defensively. Sis Bates will lead off here in the fourth inning for Team USA. They are 3 outs away from a very impressive 11-0 victory over a professional softball team. Ricketts deals, and the first pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Bates hit by a pitch in the first inning, infield single in the second. So she's been on both times here today, looking to be on base once again.
Here's the pitch from Ricketts, and that's a strike, and it evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Bates, then McClinney and Lorenz, the scheduled hitters here in the fourth inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch, way outside, 2 balls and a strike. Last time there was international Olympic competition for Team USA back in 2020. They won the gold in Tokyo, or the silver, excuse me. Fly ball into left center field. Boone had her played that way and runs it down for out number 1.
There you hear the crowd with the cheers for Boone, and she's living her best life out there right now. Just loves the game, loves to play softball, and when you're as good as she is, it's all good.
Haley McClinney has walked, grounded out, and popped out in her 3 at-bats against Spark pitching. First pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. So Keelani has been pretty effective, Ryan, in the sense that she's made Team USA hit her pitches and not the other way around from a deficit of the count.
Yeah, Ricketts has come in, and I kind of mentioned it earlier. I think it's just a deal where you see a nice pick there by Lee, able to get the easy out for the second out of the inning. But yeah, Ricketts has come in and just, it sounds simple, and it's not, but she's just pitched. She hasn't tried to be perfect, hasn't tried to place her pitches. She's just thrown her pitches and, again, forced Team USA to put the ball in play, and they've done that at times and taken advantage of some situations. But, again, a veteran of the circle. She's come in and done a nice job here down the stretch for OKC.
0-1 the count to Lorenz, who fouls the first pitch from Ricketts out of play. A lefty versus lefty matchup here at the top of the fourth inning. Ricketts trying to set Team USA down in order for the first time today. And the count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Gates open at 6. Chattanooga and OKC. Tickets at OKCSpark.com. 1-1 pitch.
Nice pitch there by Ricketts. Again, came inside and then just went back outside just a little bit. So again, we saw that earlier. OKC having some success there. You want to change levels, move that ball inside out. Vary it up. Don't let Team USA just sit on any one pitch.
Here's the 1-2. Grounded right side and through for a base hit. And that is the 11th safety for Team USA of this ball game. As we take another look at it, Ryan, it's a good job of hitting. She had just enough to get it past Yvonne Whaley.
Yeah, Whaley gives a good dive at it, but just past her outstretched arms. And again, Lorenz just takes that inside pitch, goes where the pitch is, and drives that ball. Whaley can't come up with it, so another hit. Now 11 hits on the day for Team USA, and it looks like we're going to have a runner. And coming into the game is going to be, you can hear the crowd, it's going to be number 1, Jada Coleman. So the former Sooner out there now on first base, feeling some love from the crowd here in OKC. So she's been in that spot a few times, Todd.
1 ball, no strikes to Flippin. Lorenz singled with 2 outs. Coleman at first. Ricketts trying to hold Team USA off the board here with the fourth inning. The 1-0. Good pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So Ricketts sets, and again looking to try to make short work.
There
Coleman's
goes
off
Coleman,
and running.
and the throw beat her to the bag, but did they get the tag? They did not from
No.
Becker. She slid underneath it.
Yeah, did not get the tag. Throw comes up short. Here we'll see the throw comes up short.
But it was there before Coleman.
Yeah, it's a great throw, but see, it just comes up short, pulls Becker's off the bag a little bit, and she's not going to be able to, too much room there between Beckers and Coleman for Beckers to be able to swing around and try to tag her. So Coleman into the game and makes an immediate impact. She's now standing on second scoring position with 2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Hannah Flippin. No harm, no foul if she can get this 3rd out. Flippin, though, today has driven in 3, a double, a home run, and a walk. That home run was a solo shot off Ricketts in the 3rd to left center. The 1-2. Sticks the bat head out, fouls it down the right field line.
Yeah, Ricketts isn't going to let that bother her, that stolen base. She's dialed in, focused on the hitter. She knows that's where she needs to go and get that out. 2 strikes, 2 outs. So not worried about Coleman over there at second.
That run is important, though, because the Spark would need 2 to force a 5th inning. That ball's a rocket, but foul.
Yeah, the Spark still 3 outs to work with. So again, we've seen this team be able to string some things together here in the past. And again, just a couple runs, they can find themselves maybe not back in the game, but extending this to give themselves a few more opportunities.
There's Heather Tarr, the Team USA head coach. 1-2, just misses. I think Flippin thought that was strike 3.
I think she thought it was too. You can kind of see just a little bit of a wry grin there on her face. I think she maybe thought she got away with one there.
Here's the 2-2. Popped her up. Foul territory. Cheryl is underneath it, makes the catch, and the 1 hit is stranded. So Ricketts keeps Team USA off the board for the first time. Last chance for the Spark unless they can come up with a couple here on Yurview.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Never underestimate the journey of a champion. Because most champions are seldom celebrated. Palomar Health. Champions of healthcare. Champions for you.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
There's a look, our view from Devon Park as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. All Team USA, 11-0. And a new pitcher, Rachel Garcia, who got the win last night in the USA 4-2 victory over Oklahoma City. 3 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, Garcia looks to come in and go ahead and just close this one out for Team USA with that 11-0 lead. And you look up at the scoreboard, you see your team has limited the opponent to 1 hit. They put 11 runs on the board for you. You can pretty much feel free and easy there in the circle for Miss Garcia here on this outing.
Not only have they limited them, Ryan, to one hit, they have limited the Spark to only 3 balls out of the infield. 2 fly balls to left, Moultrie and Becker, and then a fly ball out to off Whaley's bat to center.
Yeah, it just shows you what, when you've got, we throw this word around a lot, Todd, but when you've just got dominating pitchers in the circle, it just really limits what your opponent can do. And when you're like Team USA and you can just bring one after another, it just makes life really hard for the opponents.
Michelle Moultrie, one of those 3 balls out of the infield to fly out to left. The scheduled hitter, there you see Amber Flores talking with a home plate umpire. Again, we will be back at it on Tuesday, July 2nd, Superhero Night, and fans run the bases afterwards. Chattanooga and Oklahoma City right here on Yurview and 107.7, The Franchise. Moultrie against Rachel Garcia. She got her for a hit last night. See if she can lead off the 4th. Spark needs some base runners. She slaps that one out of the reach of the shortstop and into left field for a base hit. Bates got a good jump, but could not quite haul it in. It's a leadoff hit for Moultrie.
Yeah, just over Bates' head. Moultrie just kind of slaps that one out there. We'll see coming up. Just kind of stays with it. Yeah, almost just kind of chops at it and is able to flip it up over Sis Bates. And so she'll be on at first. So second hit of the day for the Spark. Lead-off runner on. We'll see if OKC can get something going here in the bottom of 4.
Haley Lee could extend this game with one swing of the bat. 11-0 Team USA, and a fastball from Garcia away as a strike. It is 0-1. Cheryl, and then barring a double play, Rachel Becker here in the 4th. Barring any pinch hitters from Amber Flores and the Spark.
Haley Lee and the OKC faithful, they'd like to see that home run streak continue. So home runs in the last 2 games, and she put a home run swing on that one right there and comes up empty.
Yeah, she was chasing as that one was in the dirt. No balls, 2 strikes. Haley Lee, 3 for her first 8 in her first professional season here at Oklahoma City. Garcia gets the sign and brings the pitch home. And that one is lowered away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Lee last night, like you mentioned, the big 2-run home run to tie the game. Again, Oklahoma City last night just stood in there blow for blow with Team USA. Today, it's just kind of been a little bit of a struggle out of the gate.
Rachel Garcia brings home the 1-2 pitch. Rise ball upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. In Flippin is now at third. Jefferson at second. Brady is in right field. 3 outs, no runs. The game is over. 2 runs. 5th.
Moultrie on at first.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Fly ball hit deep to left field, and it is gone. 3 in a row for Haley Lee.
I don't know if we can call that a hat trick or not, but you come to the plate in 3 straight games and you hit 3 home runs. And she is, everyone's excited, but no one is more excited than Haley Lee. Her second 2-run home run in as many days.
As she always does, customary for her, she stomps home plate.
And there, once again, you see her with the little souvenir home run softballs going up in these going into the crowd. That one right there, Lee got hold of that one, and it was a no-doubter off the bat. Again, just great job with the lower half of her body, able to get her legs and her hips into it, and just once again another example of driving through the ball. And Lee drives that one out of the park and gets OKC on the board. And now it's a 9-run game, and so we may be here for a little bit longer.
Sydney Sherrill takes away 1 ball, no strikes. Rachel Garcia just missed that pitch. I mean, it was right down the chute, and not missing the pitch was Haley Lee. So Lee has 4 hits. 3 of them are home runs as a member of the Oklahoma City Spark.
It's pretty good home run to at-bat ratio.
It's probably like your numbers in church league softball.
No, I don't know about that. But
okay, how about beer league softball?
We'll save that story for another time.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Popped it up, and it'll get out of play. Cheryl, a little disgusted she missed that pitch, and it's 2 balls and a strike. 107.7, the franchise at Oklahoma City in Yurview. Ways to access Spark softball this summer. We'll have all but the 2 August games at home for you here on Yurview. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is way outside, 3-1.
Yeah, Sydney Sherrill out of Moore, Oklahoma, singled back in the 2nd inning. So one of the 3 hits now on the day for the Spark. And have a little meeting there at the circle between Garcia.
Molly Pola, the catcher, or excuse me.
No, I believe Maya Davidson has come in to catch
right,
now. Yeah, so Davidson in. Apologies for not pointing that out to you a little bit earlier.
I knew that wasn't Jaquish.
Yeah.
3 balls, 1 strike to Sydney Sherrill. Here's Garcia's pitch. Big swing, no contact.
Yeah, Mia Davidson. It's right, throws right out of Mississippi State. So via Hillsborough, North California.
3-2, the payoff pitch. Rachel Garcia to Sydney Sherrill. And a called 3rd strike.
That one just kind of froze Sherrill right there. So obviously Sydney setting on something else, and Garcia able to get her looking. You see it, yeah, that's just about belt high on the outside edge, and obviously Sherrill was looking for something different out of the hand of Garcia, and Garcia wins that battle.
Here's Rachel Becker, who is 0 for 1 today. She bats with the bases empty and 1 out and takes a strike. That last sequence by Rachel Garcia went right at Sherrill on a 3-1 pitch and then pitched her away and struck her out looking.
And Becker still looking to kind of find that rhythm with the bat.
0-1 pitch fouled out. No balls, 2 strikes. Rachel Becker 0 for 1 today. Becker is now 2 for 22. She's capable, and I think it's going to take a couple of hits in a row for her to break out of this. As you said earlier, though, Ryan, it's not like she's not making contact.
Now, putting bat on ball, putting the ball in play, but just unfortunately for Rachel, just hitting it right to where the girls here, these last couple games, where the girls in the dark blue uniforms are at. And again, you know, credit the coaching staff here with OKC, leaving her in there and letting her build that confidence and kind of work through this slump that she's in.
Becker has been hitting to the number 3 spot. They dropped her 2 spots to number 5 for this afternoon's matchup. Here's the 1-2. Chased one low, but fouls it over the 3rd base dugout to hold the count.
Yeah, sometimes you see one that you like, you trust yourself, you trust your mechanics, and yeah, maybe outside the strike zone, but she saw something that she maybe could go with, maybe try to work the other direction, and just fouls it off. And again, just looking, no pun intended, but just looking for a spark.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chases one up in the zone, drives it deep to left field, and it's over the head of Lorenz to the fence, and Becker sprints into second with a double.
Great job there by Becker to just, again, like I said, just believe in herself, believe, I mean, she's here for a reason. She just goes with that one. Again, pitch is probably outside of the zone a little bit, but she likes it, feels comfortable with it, and drives it there to the fence out in left field and finds herself out on second base. So 1 out, runner in scoring position, and a great opportunity here.
Pitch she could handle despite it being elevated in zone.
Yeah, she's only 5'5", so it doesn't have to be real high to get up and over her head.
Yvonne Whaley chases a fastball away and misses. 0-1 the count. So just as they did last night against Garcia, who ended up picking up the victory, the Spark igniting their offense against Garcia, 2nd time through the order. Then comes the 0-1 pitch. It's outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The starter today for a 2nd straight game was Megan Faramo. She went 1 inning, struck out 2. Allie Carter worked 2 innings, gave up a hit. She struck out 2. And now Garcia in here in the 4th as Oklahoma City making their way through the order for a second time against Team USA pitching. 11-2 our score. The 1-1. And she lays down a bunt, and it's foul on the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, 2 strikes now. Bunt probably off the table. So look for Whaley to be swinging the bat, trying to bring Becker in there from second base.
1-2 the count. 2 in, 1 out. Becker, after a double to left, stands at second. Garcia to Whaley. Misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I mentioned this on last night's telecast that this is a California peppered USA roster. Only 5 players among their roster on the national team reside outside the state of California, or at least that's where their hometown is. Rise ball off of the glove that time of the catcher, and over to third base on a pass ball goes Becker.
Yeah, Mia Davidson, that one gets past her, gets all the way to the backstop, and Becker able to hustle down over to third, so she's not much closer to putting the third run on the board. Again, Whaley just put something into play. Becker
2-2. She does that up the middle and into center field for a base hit, and it's an 11-3 ball game. Right on cue, partner, just put it in play.
Yeah, that one gets past Garcia, gets past the diving Jefferson, out into center field, and Whaley on for the first time today. Another RBI for her. As again, just Jefferson lays out, gives good effort, but that one sneaks just past the bag. Becker's going to score probably regardless.
Had to be protected with 2 strikes, shorten the swing, and sent it right back up the middle. RBI hit for Yvonne Whaley, who has played well the last 2 nights against Team USA, and that lead now is down to 8 at 11-3. Still 1 out, and here's Keelani Ricketts.
Just keep chipping away. You know, we used to have an old coach that would always ask us, he'd say, hey, how do you eat an elephant? And we'd all just kind of stand there and wait for some great words of wisdom, and he'd say 1 bite at a time.
Here's Garcia. First pitch outside quarter for a strike. There is not such a thing as an 11-run hit. And
No.
It was not one hit that put you in that hole, so therefore you chip away 1 bat at a time. And the Spark have looked good here in this 4th inning. 0-1. Popped up, and that is into the camera well, and the third baseman,
outstanding effort.
Flippin went into the camera well and into the dugout.
Man, let's hope that Hannah is okay. A number of coaches giving chase. Yeah, she was.
I still haven't seen her, and we have a camera right on that third base dugout.
Yeah, it looks like she's there kind of at the bottom of, I believe, kind of the stairs right there. And that is going all out for your team for sure right there. As Hannah Flippin tracked that one and just gave chase, and
Heather Tarr started to come out of the dugout.
Still kind of waiting. Don't want to.
You can see them all circled around.
It looks like Flippin is up there before the umpire stepped in. You could see her, so at least she's on her feet. That's a good sign.
One thing about it is, and you know this, Ryan, that when you go into the other guy's dugout, you're not going to get any help.
No, but you'd like to think that, you know, we talk about the Oklahoma standard, and again, it's different if you're playing maybe somebody other than Team USA. And these girls, they all respect each other. They're all competitors. You know, you never want anybody to get hurt or anything like that. But obviously Flippin there in the dugout, and situation that is going to require a little bit more attention than what you would really want. As it looks like
they're bringing the card in.
Looks like they're bringing the card around there from
the right field corner, so she's going to have some assistance being helped off the field. And, boy, you just hope and pray this is not anything very serious. What a courageous effort in a game that, for Team USA, yes, they want to win, but it's listed as an exhibition game. And she went and gave it all she could. Looks like she's hit her head and is bleeding. They have a towel over her head. And she gets a nice round of applause from the Oklahoma City crowd.
You hate to, head injuries these days, you've got to treat them with an abundance of caution. But that's one of those things that, if she's going to come out of there, you'd maybe rather see something like that than her hobbling, a knee, an ankle, and anything like that. And so, again, flipping, it just shows you the level of competitors that these girls are. I mean, yeah, in an 8-run, your team is up by 8 runs in an exhibition type game, and you are playing, just 90 miles an hour, no quit whatsoever.
There was a look at some of the fans that are standing and applauding for Flippin as she is being escorted off the field in that cart. And it would appear that coming to the ball game is going to be Jessie Warren. She's going to re-enter. And again, as they pull up in front of the Team USA dugout, the crowd on their feet applauding, and off goes Hannah Flippin. So Warren, who started the ball game before defensive changes a couple of innings ago, now is going to come back in. And it looks like that Warren and Sis Bates may be talking about what took place as Heather Tarr has visited with the umpire and making him aware of the changes. So Warren likely re-enters, but would bat in the number 3 spot, occupied by Hannah Flippin.
Yeah, we can see I can still see from my vantage point, I can still see the cart going. And if there's anybody that's going to have top-notch medical attention, it's going to be Team USA. So, Hannah's going to be in good hands, and she's going to get everything that she needs. But, yeah, some adjustments, and they're asking Garcia if she needs to kind of stay warm, stay loose. The second base umpire came in and asked if she wanted to throw, and again, just kind of going through some of the changes. But yeah, Hannah Flippin on a routine foul ball there over on the third base line. Looked like she was going to run out of real estate, and that's a situation where I look down there now, Todd, and the gate is closed.
Yep.
So the gate was open before, and
I think I described it as the camera well. It is not. It's actually the north end of the third base dugout, and there are steps that lead down there.
Well, and you come off that
camera well's actually on the first base side.
You come off the turf. Here we've got a good look at it. Yeah, there, right there, and it looks like the gate. Trying to compare shots. Yeah, the gate's closed now, but you come off that turf there and you hit that concrete, and you've got metal cleats on, and it's kind of just like sometimes an Oklahoma January morning, you step out the front door and there's that thin glaze of ice, and it's all you can do to stay on your feet. And unfortunately for Hannah, looked like she took a pretty good knock. So Garcia's going over everything with Warren. They're talking.
Now here's what I want to know. Did she catch the ball? There's 2 outs on the scoreboard, and Ludlam is being introduced as the batter.
So when I look down,
Megan Faramo is coming back into the ball game.
Or she's coming
or
back
at least
down.
coming back from, she may have just been down there in the corner with her teammates. She's headed back to the dugout.
There you see her. So it looked earlier, there was a little action down in there, just kind of throwing around and stuff. But yeah, Todd, it looked like she caught it. I don't know if the guys down in the truck can give us another look at that, but it looked like she possessed the ball, as she made her way into the dugout. So we got the guys are telling me that they're trying to run it back and see if we can get that look for everybody.
Warren has re-entered the game, as we told you. She will be in the 7th spot.
Here we've got it. Great job. So you see she's searching there.
She did make the catch.
And
She
then-
held on. What an unbelievable play.
Yeah, just outstanding right there. So outstanding job by her. The guys over in the truck, thank you so much.
Terrific job by our crew.
Yeah, so the out was made, obviously.
So again, Warren re-enters. She's at third, is in the infield. Brady has moved to third. Jefferson has gone to right field now for Team USA. And it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher.
Faremo.
Faremo has come back into the ballgame. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Oklahoma City has scored 3. It's 11-3, bottom of the fourth.
This year's OKC Spark roster includes gold medalist pitcher Kaylani Ricketts from San Jose, California. In high school, she was named the ESPN Rise National Player of the Year before coming to OU.
I love being able to play for the Oklahoma City Spark. For me, being a graduate from OU and being able to see how much softball has grown in the past 10 years, and for me to be able to continue to play after I already had a baby and continue to play in my 30s, I think that it's huge to be able to have that representation in our sport.
Ricketts won the Women's College World Series with OU in 2013 and still holds the OU record for most wins and strikeouts. She also won 2 gold medals with Team USA at the Pan American Games.
It's exciting to be able to play for a professional team here in Oklahoma City and to be able to have that fan base here at the professional level. Softball capital of the world, best fans, best energy here in Oklahoma City, and we hope to see you out there.
Catch the Spark. Get your tickets now or watch live on Yurview and online.
Todd Miller, Ryan Booth back here with you at Devon Park. There has been a delay after Oklahoma City in the bottom of the fourth inning has scored 3 runs. And here's the reason for the delay, as the third baseman, Hannah Flippin, went into the dugout, down the steps, made the catch, and then hit her head and had a gash as she was taken off on a cart with a towel over her head. And you see that her right foot there caught that, looked like a bucket of softballs, and then she went head first down the remainder of the stairs.
Yeah, spent a little bit of time down there in the dugout. It was 10-2, and then they brought the cart in and they got her out, and she is going to be well taken care of, I am sure. So Ricketts is out. And then, as you mentioned, as we were heading to break there, Megan Faremo back into pitch for Team USA. So Garcia out, Faremo in, who started today's game.
Again, a great job by our crew to catch that. Here's Ludlam. Bats with 1 on, 2 out here in the fourth inning. The pitch, fastball away, 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike. The fact that she was courageous enough to try to make that play and then completed the play.
Yeah, no fear.
Is remarkable. Here's the 0-1 downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ludlam's done a nice job behind the plate today for OKC early on. Had to make some good stops, reach out and keep some balls from getting to the backstops. Done a good job framing those pitches around the outside edges. See if she can get something going with the bat.
1-1 pitch popped up to third base, and there to make the play is Tiare Jennings. So Oklahoma City picks up 3 runs. 11-3, Team USA.
Hey, airline travelers, let's say you have a problem and you need to change or cancel an existing airline reservation. What do? Well, Skywatch is a free service that can help anyone with any airline reservation fix it. Whether you want to cancel it, change your dates, or add passengers, we can help fix your airline reservations so you get exactly what you need. We've updated our computer database and now have access to every airline around the globe. So now you can make 1 phone call regardless of who booked your airline tickets, and we'll change it, cancel it, and fix it for you. We know the insider secrets to fixing reservations that the airlines don't want you to know about. So if you need to cancel, change, or modify an existing airline reservation, call Skywatch right now. It's a free call, so let us fix it for you.
Call 855-642-8506. That's 855-642-8506. 855-642-8506.
Somewhere, there's a kid with an idea. This kid is the future. And this idea, we're gonna like it. We just need to make sure this future we all want happens. That's why we're committed to helping bring affordable internet to all. Because our future is connected. Find out if you qualify for a $30 monthly credit through the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program.
We will play on to the 5th inning thanks to a 3-run fourth by the Spark as the homestand continues. You see the upcoming list of games: Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday afternoon. The Spark against the Chattanooga Steam, and then the New York Rise is in next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Rise and the Spark were combatants in the Chattanooga Classic last weekend, and it was the Rise winning 9-1. Oklahoma City rallied to the season opener to beat New York 5-4. So that should be a great, great series. Tickets available for all remaining home games, OKCSpark.com. Keelani Ricketts will remain in the circle. Ricketts shut Team USA off the scoreboard for the first time in 4 innings. Giving up a 2-out single to Lorenz, and then Flippin, who is now out of the game with the injury, fouled out to third. First pitch to
Mia Davidson is
Mia
in.
Davidson, the catcher, is a strike. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, Davidson behind the dish now for Team USA late.
No balls, 2 strikes. Spark climbing their way back from 11 down. It's 11-3. We're in the 5th. Here's the 0-2. Davidson a good swing, but that'll slice out of play. And almost caught by a youngster with a glove down there in the right field area.
And there you go, coming up with it. Pinballed around. Nice job by that young man.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Another pop-up. Slicing down the line, Lee giving chase, and it's just over the retaining wall, and then bounces about 8 rows into the bleachers. Look at that. Lady picks it up and hands it to a young child.
It's one of those souvenirs that you always have that memory. I remember catching the first foul ball or catching my first foul ball at a old Oklahoma City 89ers game, and it just.
All Sports Stadium. I still love that place. The 0-2 is inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
One of those that always just kind of sets on the shelf, and you remember when and where, and it just great memory.
All Sports Stadium was not a thing of beauty. But the 1-2, Davidson drives that one into right. Backpedaling is Moultrie, and she's there. And that is out number 1. It's kind of like your first love. You always remember it. And All Sports Stadium was really my first taste of live professional baseball.
Yeah, a lot of summer nights out there on that hill, out there on the third base line. And
here's Rachel Garcia to bat. She is the pitcher. And the first pitch from Ricketts is a strike, 0-1 the count. Looking ahead to the Spark, 4th inning, they'll have 9-1-2 due up. Ricketts' job to keep it at 8-run deficit. Garcia puts a swing on that one and rips it into the gap, and to the wall it goes. Garcia is going to speed into second with a double.
Yeah, Garcia in yesterday's game 0 for 3. She gets a chance here and just stays with that one. Finds some room. She goes shopping in the gap all the way to the fence, and she's out there on second base now with 1 away.
12th hit for Team USA today. Here's Janae Jefferson, and she takes a strike, 0-1. Jefferson had been 0 for 4 in the 2 games against Oklahoma City. She has a 2-run single in the 2nd inning and a single in the 3rd. She's accounted for 3 of the 11 United States runs. The 0-1 pitch bounces to the plate. It gets away from Ludlam, and off to third base goes Garcia, and the throw Pulled Cheryl offline, almost went into left field.
Yeah, Cheryl's got to come off, make a nice stop out there because that one's going to get past her.
That's one Ludlam needs to just put in her back pocket.
Yeah, Cheryl again does a good job. Ludlam comes up with it, but trying to hurry and get that one down there to third base and can't quite.
Pitch to Jefferson, fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right now, if Team USA does not score, Oklahoma City would need at least 1 in their half of the 5th inning to extend this game. They give up any, then it adds to that total of how many they would have to plate without being run ruled. Just misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ricketts trying to see if she can get Jefferson to go fishing on that one with 2 strikes. Get her to expand the strike zone a little bit.
In comes the 2-2 offering. A little tapper out to second and over to first. Garcia will not advance as Yvonne Whaley came in and made a nice play.
So there you see, just pounds that one into the ground. Nice play there to come up with that. So second baseman for OKC, for Whaley there. Sometimes ball hits the ground, gets some funny spin on it, but she does a good job to field it.
Here's Maya Brady, who started out in right last night, coming off the bench today. She takes away 1 ball, no strikes. 11-3 Team USA. They scored 10 of their 11 runs in the first 2 innings against Spark pitching. Ricketts has restored order. 2 balls, no strikes as she misses away.
Yeah, Ricketts has came in a little bit of a difficult situation, but has really kind of settled things down. So been kind of a little bit of a calming presence out there in the circle. So keeping.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off, and that got a piece of Maya. 2 balls and a strike.
Keeping the Spark as close as she could until they could maybe get something going with the bats, and they did that there in their half of the 4th inning, plating those 3 runs.
Two and 1 the count. Here's Ricketts' pitch. Outside 3-1 if Brady reaches. Tiare Jennings, who started at first, now is at third, is the on-deck hitter. Here's Rachel Garcia, who had a 1-out double to right center field. She's at third. Brady pulls that one to the ground to second. Whaley to her left has it, and it is over. Nothing comes of the 1-out double. Team USA leaves a runner aboard. Spark need to rally to force a 6th. They trail 11-3 after 4.5.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
Hola a todos. Si ha resultado lesionado en un accidente que no fue su culpa, tenemos profesionales listos para responder sus preguntas y hacerles saber cuánto vale su caso. Estoy con el portavoz Milo Sánchez. Milo, dígale a los televidentes en casa quién debe llamar ahora mismo.
Bueno, Victoria, cualquier persona que fue herida en un accidente y no fue su culpa, habrá gente que recibirá en vivo su llamada, recibirá una consulta gratuita y le dirán cuánto vale su caso.
Gracias, Milo. Llame ahora mismo.
We mentioned to you earlier, it has been a terrific weekend for USA softball here at Devon Park in the shadows of the softball headquarters here in Oklahoma City. USA softball entering this finale is 5-0. And in the first 5 games, they had allowed 2 runs and a total of 12 hits. They've given up 5 runs, both to the Oklahoma City Spark, and the Spark have 11 of the 17 hits that opponents have against USA softball this weekend. We'll see if we can add to those totals here as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 11-3 Team USA.
Some Spark fans trying to get some little Spark mojo going here in the bottom of the 5th. Again, trying to keep this one.
Riley Bayless is going to bat for Mala'ulu. Riley with her first appearance of the home schedule. She is 0 for 8 on the year. For Ramo's first pitch, right down the middle for a strike. It is 0-1. Riley Bayless played here last year. She is a graduate of Oklahoma State. Just recently celebrated a birthday on June the 18th. Upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Bayless infielder, bats left, throws right. Hometown Kansas City, Missouri.
Last year batted .250 with a Spark, 2 RBIs. A third of those hits were doubles too. Called strike away, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. In 2017, she set a single season record at Oklahoma State, drawing 71 walks. At the time, she was the 4th ever NCAA statistical national champ for OSU softball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Safe to say she's patient at the plate.
She is patient. Had a terrific junior college career at Northeastern Oklahoma A&M in Miami. And a called 3rd strike. She may have been a little too patient there. As Faremo sends her back to the dugout. Now with 1 out, here comes Riley Boone. Here's another look at the pitch from Faremo.
Yeah, that's just right there, right down the heart of the plate, just above the knees. So could not ask for much more, especially on a 2-strike pitch.
Riley Boone has had a tough series against Team USA. She struck out twice this weekend. It is 0 for 5. Tied up on that one and rolls it on the first base side foul. It is 0-1. Team USA was cruising with 6 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third. And they were on the brink of ending this thing after 4 before Oklahoma City came back with 3 other half of the inning. Called strike, and it is now no balls, 2 strikes. Faremo has been really tough against Spark hitters this weekend. She started both games and now is working here in the 5th. Swinging a foul ball back to the netting. So Riley Boone, this is remarkable. She hit over 400 in her career at the Women's College World Series. That is the 2nd highest batting average in the history of the WCWS.
Safe to say she likes playing here on this field. And she's had the opportunity to play a large number of games here as well.
No balls, 2 strikes. Down and in.
It's one of those, you say you hit 400, but, well, yeah, you talk about maybe only played 3 or 4 games here. Trust me, she played many, many more games than that.
Played 181 total in her career at Oklahoma. Swing and a miss. Down she goes. So Faremo has reduced this game to a final out. And it will be Michelle Moultrie.
That's the 2nd time today that Faremo has gotten the better of Riley. Again, Faremo just reared back, let that one fly, and just kind of blew it past her.
Moultrie has one of the 5 hits for the Spark in this one. Represents their last hope. And a pitch called a strike, 0-1. Off day tomorrow, Chattanooga in town for 3 starting on Tuesday night. Superhero night, and fans can run the bases afterwards. Moultrie takes low, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's been some great players run those bases right out there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was always.
Shows bunt. Moultrie pulled back as they appeal to third, and she now has the advantage, 2-1 of the count.
talking about old All Sports Stadium. I always remember those Sunday afternoon games. Yeah, you got to go run the bases afterwards. And
by the way, there were some pretty good players that ran those bases too back in the day.
Remember spending a lot of time at some of the Big 8 baseball tournaments.
2-1 pitch is outside, 3 balls and a strike. Spark need at least 1 to force a 6th inning. They put themselves behind the 8 ball, gave it up 6 runs in the first, and Team USA has not been threatened since the 3-1. Fastball away, and it's 3-2.
And again, Framo came in, pitched a great first few innings of this game. Took a seat, turned it over to some of her teammates, and then she's come back rested and ready here late.
Here's the payoff pitch, lined out to short, over to first. Good play by Bates, and that will do it. 11-3 our score. Team USA wins both games of the series against the Oklahoma City Spark. The Spark, who had won 5 of their first 6, dropped to 5-3 on the season. Coming up next, it's our wrap-up show. We will be naming our Thunderbird Casino Player of the Game. As you see, the victorious squad from Team USA. High fives and handshakes, and there's the final 11-3 USA here on Yurview.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental Card, and for just $15.95 a month, you can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental Card free. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental.
Call 1-800-997-8844 to get your Carefree Dental Card and member guide free.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome back here to Devon Park, OGE Field. 0-2 weekend for the Spark against the world's #1 ranked softball team, Team USA. 11-3 the final. 11 runs, 12 hits for the Americans. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Spark. They dropped to 5-3, and now we'll turn their attention back to a 3-game home set starting on Tuesday here against the Chattanooga Steam. What's your thoughts on this one?
You know, it's just one of those where you just put yourself, you mentioned it earlier, put yourself behind the 8 ball early, and you let a team like Team USA get out. You give up 11 runs before you really get anything going, and you've just put yourself in really a no-win situation. You like what the Spark did, continued to fight, had good at-bats during that stretch where they just couldn't quite get things clicking until that 4th inning when they were able to put 3 on the board. The key hit, the big 2-run home run, again by Haley Lee, who 3rd home run in 3 days. You like the way she's swinging the bat, so giving the opposition, those pitchers, a little bit to think about if you really want to try and challenge Haley Lee. And then again, Whaley. I felt like Whaley yesterday and today. Again, an RBI single. So just plays the field well. And again, I think is going to be a key part of this OKC Spark team down the stretch.
In the score, 11-3, Team USA. Oklahoma City dips to 5-3 in their 2nd season here in the Sooner State. Time now for our player of the game. Tonight's player of the game brought to you by Thunderbird Casino. swing for the fences with Thunderbird Casino. And our player of the game tonight will be a little bit different, Ryan. We are going to go from the victorious Team USA roster and name Jessie Warren our player of the game. She was really the player of the weekend.
Yeah, for the series, last notes I had 4 of 5, 3 for 3 today, 6 RBIs, 3 extra base hits, and again, a 2-run home run today, a 2 RBI double. Again, just a little bit of everything out of Jessie Warren, and she may be a threat down the stretch, or for the remainder of these games for Team USA. Definitely a player to keep an eye on, and one that really makes this team go.
All right, we'll be back after this final break. Team USA beats Oklahoma City today 11-3, and there's a look at the victorious Team USA squad. Back in a moment.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Never underestimate the journey of a champion. Because most champions are seldom celebrated. Palomar Health. Champions of healthcare. Champions for you.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Back for a final time here to Devon Park at Oklahoma City. The Spark, who had beaten Great Britain twice to start this homestand, dropped back-to-back games, 4-2 last night and 11-3 today to Team USA. But this is behind us, and now you start to turn your attention to the Chattanooga Steam.
Yeah, it would have been really easy today for Oklahoma City, giving up again those 11 runs through the first 3 innings, 6 runs in the first inning, to really just kind of pack it in, say, well, hey, you know what, we're just going to kind of put this one behind us, live to play another day. But that is exactly the opposite of what they did. They continued to scrap and fight and get after it and challenge themselves to grow and get better. And that's the reason why you play games like this. You don't get better by playing teams that you're just going to be able to go out and run through. You know, they always say if you want to be the best, you've got to beat the best. And, well, you're looking at the best right there, the best in the world, Team USA. So credit to the Spark and their coaching staff on just continuing to fight through things here today.
What an honor it was for the Oklahoma City Spark to host the nation's top-ranked softball team. Folks, that's going to wrap it up. You've been watching the Oklahoma City Spark on Yurview. Team USA takes their 2nd straight victory over the Spark, 11-3. Join us back here on Tuesday night as the Spark hosts the Chattanooga Steam on Superhero Night at the ballpark. Live coverage begins at 7 p.m. Central Time right here on Yurview. On behalf of our entire crew, alongside Ryan Booth, I'm Todd Miller. So long from Devon Park.
Hey, airline travelers, let's say you have a problem and you need to change or cancel an existing airline reservation. What do? Well, Skywatch is a free service that can help anyone with any airline reservation fix it. Whether you want to cancel it, change your dates, or add passengers, we can help fix your airline reservations so you get exactly what you need. We've updated our computer database and now have access to every airline around the globe. So now you can make one phone call regardless of who booked your airline tickets, and we'll change it, cancel it, and fix it for you. We know the insider secrets to fixing reservations that the airlines don't want you to know about. So if you need to cancel, change, or modify an existing airline reservation, call Skywatch right now. It's a free call, so let us fix it for you.
Call 855-642-8506. That's 855-642-8506. 855-642-8506.
Somewhere, there's a kid with an idea. This kid is the future. And this idea, we're gonna like it. We just need to make sure this future we all want happens. That's why we're committed to helping bring affordable internet to all. Because our future is connected. Find out if you qualify for a $30 monthly credit through the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program.
Welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas, and happy summer! As we prepare for summer vacations and look for fun things to do with the family, one way to kick off summer is to grab a blanket and some popcorn and enjoy a movie under the stars. Summer is a perfect time for outdoor adventures and having fun under the sun, from enjoying family time at the beach, lake, or water park to hiking a trail of beautiful nature. There are many ways of escaping into the outdoors with family and friends, just like watching a flick in the park. A family event that allows us to cozy up with our loved ones on a blanket as we picnic and watch one of our favorite family movies under the stars. Just like Cox Communications as they present Cox Movies in the Park here at Reed Park in Tucson, Arizona, a tradition where Tucson families come together for a night where they watch a free movie on a 40-foot screen filled with fun, food, and family.
We are here at Reed Park Demister Performance Theater for our 2024 Cox Movies in the Park. This is where we actually come out in the summer and thank our community and customers with a free movie for the whole family. We've been doing Cox Movies in the Park for several years now. When we first kicked off, it started off with a big blanket as the backdrop and the movie being projected onto it. And as you can see now, we have a nice big blow-up screen, and we are able to accommodate a lot more people at the park. The event is free to the community. The food is for purchase, but they're welcome to bring their own snacks, their own drinks, and we have a dance party where the kids like to use some dancing ribbon, and we look forward to just watching them dance and get some freebies. To us at Cox, it's actually very important to give back to our community. We do that through several different programs like our volunteers, our Cox charities and grants to different nonprofits, but we do like for them to see that Cox itself is involved in the community, and this is one way to do that. By putting on this free event, they can come out here, spend some time with us. We give them information about any of our digital equity programs. We have some of our sales folks out here to answer any questions about pricing or account information. So we just like to be out there. It's a way for us to get in front of the customers that we serve. Cox Movies in the Park is actually a family favorite. I think some folks have already gotten used to coming out every summer and looking forward to something to do while the kids are maybe out of school, and just enjoying a nice summer night out. We do actually have some entertainment, and we theme it up depending on the movie. But we also do have some vendors that sell some snow cones and popcorn and food. Tonight we're actually airing Wish, which is a nice Disney movie that, is pretty popular with younger children. We've been doing this the last couple of years post-COVID, and I feel like it's really starting to show how popular this is becoming. Families used to look forward to this every 2 weeks during the summer. We also do have some other movies coming up, so if you're in the Benson or Sierra Vista area, we have several films through the end of June. It's just getting bigger and better, and we'll continue to do so and finding some of the freshest films for next year as well.
Cox Communications invites you and Tucson residents to bring a blanket or lawn chair to enjoy a series of free movies on a 40-foot tall screen under the stars, filled with food, vendors, live music, jumping castles, arts, and crafts to enjoy. For more information, go to coxmoviesinthepark.com. I'll be back with more on Doing More right after this.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your